It is a Friday here at the homestead and I am getting a bunch of things ready for the weekend. I also have fallen behind on a couple tasks as the week went on, so I will be doing a little bit of catch up right after I finish my delicious egg yolk coffee. By the way, this has been a complete game changer for me. If you want to drink a cup of egg yolk coffee with me, head over to my blog to get the full recipe. I drink this every day and it's absolutely delicious. So come along with me as I make some raw milk yogurt, prep pizza dough for our pizza night tonight, and just generally catch up on tasks that I have going on in the kitchen and around the farm. Having a sense of rhythm is something I really appreciate about the homesteading lifestyle. I love living in sync with the seasons, changing up our rhythm as seasons change, but I also love keeping some things constant, and our Friday pizza night is one of those things. Hi, I'm Teresa. If we haven't met, I live on a farm in the heart of Europe, and I share our simple life, family life, gardening, keeping animals, and everything else that goes into homesteading. If you are a pizza fan just like we are, you would love this recipe. It is simple, it's fast, it's delicious, and it's one of those rituals that we look forward to as a family every week. If you'd like a written out version of this recipe, you can head over to my blog, or I will link it in the description box below. Along with making pizza every week, raw milk yogurt is another thing that I make every single week, as long as we have raw milk. Our dairy cow Heidi is almost done producing milk. She is expecting her second baby, and so we are just patiently waiting to see how long her milk supply lasts. But I think we're coming to an end, which is a real bummer. My family loves eating raw milk yogurt with some homemade sourdough granola. I will link both of those recipes down in the description box below because they are super easy and just so worth it on so many levels. One thing that has massively helped my sourdough is getting a proofing box. That is this thing that I'm assembling right now. I thought I didn't need one, and my sourdough kept turning out different every time. Turns out, shocker, shocker, controlling the temperature will make your sourdough results more consistent. And living in an old house like I do, the temperatures really vary between even just day to day. And so being able to control the temperature has been a game changer. I will link this proofing box in the description box below. When I was expecting my first son, we lived in Austin, Texas. We had a few friends, but we didn't really have a circle with a lot of kids, so we hardly got any hand-me-downs at all. This has been very different with my second son, and I am so grateful for all the clothing that we got as gifts from friends. The one big downside for me is fragrance. We are a fragrance-free house. We generally live a non-toxic lifestyle, and so we try to use everything as natural as possible. Removing fragrance from clothing that we got handed down to us has been a major challenge for me. And I was actually ready to give up at some point when I discovered this method that I'm using here. It is a quite extensive method. It takes a lot of steps and it does take some time. But if you get as much clothing for babies as we do, or if you like to thrift, this is very often a concern as well. If you buy your clothing from thrift shops, this is so worth it because not only are you going to be saving literally thousands of dollars, you are also going to be recycling clothing, which I like. You can use more high quality clothes for your babes, and sometimes older clothing just has a really nice charm to it, especially if it's from dear friends. I will link in the description box below my full tutorial on how to remove fragrance from clothing. Gardening season is in full swing. We've had some crazy weather here. We've had a weekend that was full on summer. It was 85 degrees, so hot. And then the weather turned and the frost returned, which was extremely disappointing to us. A lot of our trees had already bloomed out and the frost destroyed a lot of things. We had to unpack our winter clothing again, as you see here, and we were starting seeds just in winter jackets and hats because it was so cold at the time when I recorded this video. We are now a couple weeks on, and let me tell you, it worked. My seeds are doing amazingly. This peas that I planted is shooting out of the ground, and I can't wait to show you on my full garden tour. Thanks so much for watching along. If you want more about our life on our European farm, the simple living, family, homestead, and garden, hit the subscribe button. Until next week.